Hello, welcome to English with Sikshya. Have you been searching for a method for stepping up your English? Today we are going to practice English with a new short story. Let's improve your English listening and reading skills. You can also practice speaking along, reading the text. If you need extra time, pause the video and speak along, or adjust the speed to a slower level. Let's get started. The first song. Tom always wanted to play the guitar. Whenever he heard music on the radio, he imagined himself playing along. He loved the sound of the guitar, the way the notes seemed to dance in the air. But he had never tried to play before. He didn't even own a guitar. One day, Tom's older brother, Jack, came home with a surprise. "Look what I found at the market," Jack said, holding up a guitar. It wasn't new, but it was beautiful. The wood was dark and the strings were shiny. Tom's eyes lit up. "Is it for me?" he asked, his voice full of hope. Jack smiled. "Yes, it's for you. I thought you might like to learn how to play." Tom couldn't believe it. He took the guitar from Jack's hands and held it carefully. It felt a little heavy, but in a good way. He strummed the strings softly. The sound was not perfect, but it was magical to Tom. That night, Tom sat in his room with the guitar. He didn't know where to start. He had seen people play the guitar on TV and in videos, but it looked complicated. He decided to ask Jack for help. Jack knew a little about playing the guitar, so he showed Tom how to hold it properly and how to place his fingers on the strings. "The first thing you need to learn is how to tune the guitar," Jack said. He explained that each string had a different note. They needed to be tuned correctly, or the music wouldn't sound right. Jack helped Tom tune the guitar, and soon it was ready to play. Tom was excited to start playing. He wanted to learn a song right away, but Jack told him to be patient. "You need to learn the basics first," he said. Jack taught Tom how to play a single chord, the G chord. Tom placed his fingers on the strings, just as Jack showed him, and strummed. The sound was not perfect, but it was a start. Tom practiced the G chord over and over. His fingers hurt from pressing down on the strings, but he didn't want to stop. He knew that if he kept practicing, he would get better. Every day after school, Tom would come home and practice. Sometimes it was frustrating when his fingers didn't do what he wanted them to. But he didn't give up. After a few days, Tom learned another chord, the C chord. This one was a little harder, but Tom was determined. He practiced switching between the G chord and the C chord. It was difficult at first, but slowly it started to get easier. One evening, Tom was sitting in his room with the guitar, practicing his chords. Jack walked in and listened for a moment. "You're getting better," Jack said, smiling. "Do you want to learn a simple song?" Tom's eyes lit up. "Yes, please," he said eagerly. Jack sat down next to him and showed him a very simple song. "Twinkle, twinkle, little star." The song only used two chords, the G chord and the C chord. So it was perfect for Tom to start with. Jack played the song slowly, showing Tom how to switch between the chords. Then it was Tom's turn. He placed his fingers on the strings, just like Jack had shown him, and started to play. At first, he made a few mistakes, but Jack encouraged him to keep going. Tom practiced the song every day. Sometimes he got frustrated when he made mistakes, but he remembered what Jack had told him. Don't give up. Every musician makes mistakes. It's a part of learning. So Tom kept practicing, and each day the song started to sound a little better. After a week, Tom could play the whole song without stopping. It wasn't perfect, but it was close. He felt proud of himself. He had worked hard, and now he could play a song on the guitar. He wanted to show his parents what he had learned. That night after dinner, Tom brought his guitar to the living room. His parents were sitting on the couch, and Jack was there too. "I want to play a song for you," Tom said, feeling a little nervous. His parents smiled and nodded. Tom sat down, took a deep breath, and started to play. His fingers moved carefully over the strings, and the notes filled the room. He played Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star from start to finish, without making any mistakes. When he finished, his parents clapped and cheered. "That was wonderful, Tom," his mother said, giving him a big hug. His father nodded with pride. Jack patted him on the back. "You did great, Tom. I'm really proud of you." Tom felt a warm feeling in his chest. He had learned something new, and it made him happy. He knew he still had a lot to learn, but now he knew that he could do it. He could play the guitar, and he was only going to get better. Over the next few months, Tom continued to practice every day. He learned new chords and more songs. Some songs were harder than others, but Tom didn't mind. He liked the challenge. Playing the guitar became his favorite thing to do. One day, Tom was walking home from school when he heard music coming from a nearby park. He followed the sound and found a group of people playing guitars and singing together. Tom watched them for a while, and then one of the musicians noticed him. "Hey there, do you play?" the man asked, smiling. Tom hesitated for a moment and then nodded. "A little," he said. The man handed Tom his guitar. "Why don't you join us?" he said. Tom took the guitar and sat down with the group. He was a little nervous, but he started to play along. The group was playing a simple song, and Tom knew the chords. As he played, the others smiled and nodded in approval. Tom felt a sense of belonging, like he was a part of something special. When the song ended, the group clapped and patted Tom on the back. "You're pretty good," one of them said. Tom smiled, feeling proud and happy. That day, Tom learned that playing the guitar was more than just playing notes and chords. It was about sharing music with others, about connecting with people. And as he walked home with a smile on his face, Tom knew that he would keep playing the guitar for the rest of his life.